San Felasco is magical. Anytime that you spend out here, you really start to get connected to that.
San Felasco Hammock is a 7,000-acre preserve that is basically three things: trails, trails, trails. There's the hiking trails in the south end off Millhopper, and then on the north end there's the cycling and equestrian trails, representing about 65 miles of total trails combined. It's kind of a joint venture between the state and the park system and a group of volunteers that come together and organize under a nonprofit to provide the services that the state needs or requests. And our role is to maintain and keep those things operational.
Without the CSO, we wouldn't really have the trails that we have available to us today. The state park doesn't have enough people to maintain the total number of trails that we have in the park. We have over 70 miles of trails. The southern part of the park is dedicated to hikers and walkers. This is the area you can bring your dog on a leash. And so all of these trails are maintained by the Friends of San Felasco and directly help the running and walking and hiking and birding community in that regard.
Everything is pretty much volunteer built and maintained. We would come in, mark what we thought would be a good trail, the state biologist would approve it, then we could cut.
We started in 1998. There was no mountain bike trails and only about 10 miles of horse trails. And the original hiking trails had been in place. We've only improved those and maintained them. Over the years, we went from 0 mountain bike to 40 miles of mountain bike trails within the trail system. Each one is a interconnecting loop that gets different kinds of behavior or little difficulties or less difficulties as you ride through the trail. So you can ride a difficult section or an easy section depending on your choice for the day.
Nighttime rides is something we didn't have them for a while, but we try to do them once a month at least. It's usually about 15 miles or so, and it's a good time. It's no drop, nobody gets left behind, we all stay together, but we try to break it up into several groups so the faster people can go at a speed that they have fun at, and the slower people can go at a speed that they're comfortable at, and everybody has a good time.
Most of the volunteers are patrons of the park. They like to come out and either hike or bike or ride their horses. They're really motivated to help keep the trails that they ride on and use clear for everyone that enjoys the park.
We have a wonderful volunteer group. We ride out, we find out what we got to do during that work day. We get all our crew together, all their supplies and all the material that we have here, and we go out and work on a Saturday, and we feed them pizza afterwards.
I would clip away the tree branches or anything on the ground that would slap runners, joggers, or bikers. It's not as much work as it seems, and it's not as tiring as it seems.
Just being here, it's just a beautiful park. The single track trails are just gorgeous. The access roads, the animals, the wildlife that we see. Good parking, which is important when you have a big horse trailer.
And every time you come out here, something's different.
Yes.
You see different animals, you see different plants, flowers, and the terrain is different. So you have lowlands, you have meadows, climbs, creeks. It makes it interesting for you and the horse.
A fundraiser that we have is our Tour de Felasco once a year. It's a large base of riders from all across the state and even into Georgia. They come down and ride in the event.
We put on the gate-to-gate trail run, which is 25 kilometers and 50 kilometers, so it's actually an ultra marathon where you get to do 2 loops of the entire course. It's sold out every single year since its first year in 2016, and so far we've been able to donate through that event around about $10,000 to the Friends of San Felasco over the years.
The other things we do is we sponsor events such as equestrian events and park events, and even the Sheriff's Department have events out here which will use our meeting hall, which we're in right now. We also work as volunteers for other events that are out here that we don't sponsor, such as cycling events and equestrian events, where we'll get volunteers within our organization to come and help out to course marshal or prepare the course for the events coming about.
I helped plan the Dallas Osborne 4-H Scholarship Equestrian Trail Ride. The event was hosted over at the CSO building. We rode through all of the trails. We had 28 horses and we raised $1,500 to help support 3 scholarships.
We've been flying out here since about the early 2000s. We do a glider contest out here, hand-launched glider contest. Back then we had, 50, 60 pilots from all over the country, guys from California. What it is about this place is we have a large open field, which is very rare to have a public access to a large open field.
Over the 22 years, we have brought to the park a lot of revenue generated from special events we put on, some very successful events. And with that, we've bought what they call UTVs. We bought over a half a dozen over the past 20 years. A tractor supplies, we've built a shed, we built this meeting building, and the pavilion over in the parking lot, as well as the fencing. So the revenue and the time that we've put in have been a significant improvement over the park, and much of the request by the park ranger to help him meet his goals.
About a year or so ago, we were driving through and we saw that the state park did not have a flagpole. So I inquired with Mr. Dampman, the San Felasco park manager and asked him if it was possible to go ahead and stand up a flagpole for my Eagle Scout project. And basically the project came down to making a 30-foot flagpole come to life in front of Devil's Millhopper San Felasco. Without their funding and support and guidance, I don't think the project would have came together.
Everything we do benefits everybody in the community to have this amazing jewel available. I mean, I've run races literally around the entire United States, and I've run in just about every state park in Florida. And this is truly, truly special. Not only in our state, but anywhere else nearby. Can you just come in? It really is a wonder, and it really is amazing, which is why I keep coming back out to do as much as I can for this place.
If you want to volunteer or join as a member of Friends of San Felasco, you can go to our website, sanfelasco.org. The membership is $20 a person, $30 for a family, but you also get some free park passes to go along with that.
We're still out here having our fun. To me, it's selfish because I love this place.